Hello and welcome to Dice and Demons. I'm Emma and this is my good friend Ane, and she is the Queen of Orky Conversions. And she's also here today with her grot lookalike Bobby. Hello Bobby. And Ane, you do Ork conversions.
Yes.
And in this video we're going to talk about, how to get started with doing conversions and why it's really fun.
Yeah.
And your best tip for new hobbyists starting out with conversions is to just start small with a project that's really easy to manage and see through to the end, right?
Yeah.
Because you started with this one.
Yeah. I may have started with a Warwick.
You started with a Warwick.
Yes. It's a little bit, actually it's a bit Mad Max inspired.
Yeah.
I got the idea from the three orcs. They are...
So you got the three OG orc musicians?
Yes.
Yeah.
Metal musicians.
Yeah.
It was a nightmare to paint, but I managed. It took a long time.
Yeah.
And then I just...
So you had never done any Orky conversion, you'd never done conversions before, so you got those three models and you thought, I want to build something that is just right for them.
I thought they need a stage.
They need a stage.
Yes. And they need lights, and they need a drummer, and they need loudspeakers, and it should totally stand on a tank.
Okay, yeah, of course, because you can't just have orc musicians standing on a stage just randomly somewhere. You need to place them where they can get around and show off. So they needed a tank.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was actually a friend that got the idea. He showed me the orcs and he was like, then you should put them on a tank. And I was just it just sparked for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so you just you got the tank, and then what did you do? How did you get started with? You had the tank, you had the musicians, and then what did you do?
Then I looked through my bits.
Yeah.
And I got a bit of help from you.
Yeah.
Because I didn't
Not a lot though.
Well, I didn't have a lot of stuff to convert with. I had made an orc dagger jet, so I had a little bit of plates and stuff, but I wanted to make a stage and I didn't know how to do it. So you suggested getting the board,
the plastic card.
The plastic card, and then these beams.
Yeah.
Because then I had something to build from, and it was very inexpensive. It's from an architect store.
Yeah, we have a school for architects in the city we live close by, and they have this lovely store where you can buy all sorts of weird things, and they're meant for people who are like professionals and building professional models for architecture.
Yeah.
Well, then they have customers like us. And the poor lady who works there looks really weird if you ask her, if she because she's really nice, and she's gonna ask you, so what are you making? Because she's really interested in the students and hoping that they're doing well on the project. So she asks, so what are you building? What are you making? And we're like, Warhammer stuff with like, it's orky and you have a stage and it's for a tank. And the poor lady looks like she just really wishes we would get out of there.
Yeah.
But she's quite nice.
I usually just send you.
Yeah. Sometimes I just lie and say, oh, I'm not quite sure that yet, but it's for a project.
It's for a difficult project.
It's complicated.
Complicated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you got the tank, you got the models, and then you just got a little bit of sort of material to start building with.
Yes. Luckily we are in a community where I have a lot of friends that thought the idea was amazing. Yeah. So if I needed something, there's a lot of people who wanted to help. Yeah. You lent me like a modeling, like a mold, so I could make the rivets. Yeah. So lots and lots of rivets, because this is for orcs after all. Yes. Yeah. And the tires up here they are also from a mold. Yeah. This is just a core. You could also have used Lego tires if you didn't have a mold. Yeah. Because a lot of times Lego tires are really easy to get a hold of because people have too many. Yeah. Yeah. I have a lot of Lego tires. Yeah, I use Lego tires for my trucks when I build them. Yeah. It's really easy. Yeah. And they cost next to nothing. Yep. Yeah. Mine actually didn't cost anything because you just gave them to me. But even if you don't have a friend who has like a whole bucket full of spare Lego tires, you can find them for cheap. They are quite inexpensive. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. So I just started putting stuff on, and then I obviously you have to have light on a stage.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I have a friend that knows a little bit of electrician stuff. I don't really know a lot of it. So he got me these nice lights, so I can. Yeah,
it's a little bit difficult to tell here with the lighting, but it's
flickering.
It's flickering in blue, green, and red, right? Yeah. So you can definitely bring this to a party.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We should. Yeah, it's some sort of rave party, so that my UV painted stuff will also.
We would just love it at a rave party, right?
That's the best thing for autistic people ever. Yeah.
Or autistic introverts. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, perhaps not, but it's nice to know that we can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We could.
So
we have the wrecking ball.
Yeah, there's a wrecking ball, and it's I mean, it's the funniest looking wrecking ball ever. It's like again ready to go to party.
It's a disco ball.
It's
actually a wrecking ball from an orc vehicle.
Yeah.
That I just put gemstones on and.
Yep. So now you can the orcs can smash you, and it looks awesome while they're doing it.
And if you don't die from it, you get glitter on you. So that's almost as bad as dying.
Yeah, I don't know which is worse. Just like a face full of glitter, or being punched in the face with a wrecking ball. Yep. I don't know. Yeah.
But yeah, that was the first project, and actually also where I realized how much the community wants to help you, even though I'm not playing.
Yeah.
I tried.
Yeah. So you built for the sake of building.
Yes.
It's a creative hobby for you. You're not building to play.
Nope.
No.
I thought I wanted to play, and I tried a few times, but I'm not really into it.
No.
I like watching others play, but I really, really just like building stuff.
It is fun, and it's really cool.
Yeah.
Okay, Annie. So now we have you, the Queen of Orky Conversions. What are your top 3 tips for people who want to start?
Just do it. That sounds easy, but that's actually a tip you gave me, and you just have to do it. It's difficult, but that's what you have to do. The other thing I did was buy secondhand. That helped a lot because I wasn't so afraid of ruining what I was like, ruining a big tank that was worth a lot of money, because it hadn't cost me a lot.
Yeah.
So secondhand is a really good way to not be so scared of starting up.
Yeah.
And the third one was actually the community. I realized how much people are interested in what you're doing, even though I'm not playing. I've tried a few times to play, and it's just not my thing. But I love converting. And everyone at the community, when I took the Warwick to the community, everyone came and was like, oh, it's so cool, and what about doing this, and what about doing that, and oh, I have some bits at home, if you want them you can have them. And I just said yes to everything. I didn't even use a lot of bits on the first one, but I've used plenty on the next projects.
Yeah.
So that's my best advice.
Yeah.
Do it, buy secondhand, use your community.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, that's just the way to go then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so before we end this video, just really quickly, we are going to show off a few of your other conversions.
Yes.
And I think they warrant their own videos where you can talk about how you made them and what inspired them and so on. But just really quickly to give a little bit more inspiration for people who might want to start with conversions. So let's see, you have the bad boy on the moon. What?
Yes,
yeah.
The boy on the moon.
The boy on the moon.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
Inspired by Pixar, and
of
because it's orc boys.
Absolutely.
So,
and this is an orc boy with a he's got a fishing line and everything.
Yes.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, and a spear to catch the fish.
Yeah.
And then we have all the bombs.
All the bombs.
There always have to be bombs on orc things.
Yeah, and then it's like it's a little bit wiggly. It's so much fun.
It is a bit wiggly. If it stands, I can just.
Yeah. Which, of course, if you know the Dice and Demons channel, you know that I am a sucker for everything that is like bouncy somehow. Yes. So this is...
It's so cool.
It's so fun. And then there's one that's perhaps my personal favorite. This very friendly, smiling... Yeah, what is this, Ane?
Obviously, It's a dagger jet.
Of course it's a dagger jet. Silly me.
Held up by helium squigs.
Helium squigs.
Yes.
Yes, of course.
That has bombs and grenades and all sorts of good stuff. So in case you get shot down, you will blow up everything underneath you.
Yep. It couldn't be more perfect.
No.
Nope.
I'm actually also quite happy about that one.
Yeah, it's really fun.
Yeah.
So, but you have lots of other stuff. But
yes.
We'll wait for another video to show those off, because otherwise we'll never get.
We'll talk for hours.
We'll talk for hours. Yeah. So, yeah. That's the top 3 tips from you.
Yep.
And if you have any sort of questions or comments or perhaps even suggestions for a future conversion, you're more than welcome to leave that in the comment section, and we'll try to get back to you. And I'll let you know what you are supposed to build next for our next video. And you'll promise you do it, right?
Yeah, perfect. I'll promise. Yeah.
Awesome. So anyways, thank you so much for watching, guys. And we will see you next time. Bye.